I would say what I'm most looking forward to in spring training this year is playing against like actual opponents and getting back with my teammates that I played with last summer and just competing really. My goals are definitely for spring training are going to be, like, if we're talking about personal goals, I really want to focus on stealing more bases because I want to learn how to implement speed into my game a little bit more. Considering what I've worked on all off season, I have a lot of confidence in myself that I know I'm going to hit, so I'm not really worried about that. But then also it would be just really focusing on hitting pitches in the strike zone, whether it's off a tee, in front toss, in batting practice, in the cages, on the field, really focusing on hunting a location so that when you get to the game, it just transfers over. It's an exciting time right now because it's, the beginning of the season. Everyone's ready to start playing against opposing teams. And I think that I would equate it to like your first day of school. Like everyone, when you've been off all summer, everyone's like, oh, I don't want to go to school. But then when you are on your way there, you're like, okay, this is going to be exciting because you get to see all your friends again at school. And then you just kind of get into a routine. And then once spring training is about to come to an end, there's a new level of excitement when the regular season hits because you want it to mean something. So I would say that they're very similar, but not at the same time. I've been in contact with a couple of guys on the team, just over like FaceTime and stuff like that. So based off of our conversations, I know they're just as excited as I am. I would say my first spring training was such a huge learning curve because it was never something that I had done before, and so you never knew what to expect. And then when I went into the next year, it was so much smoother because I've already had a year under my belt. I know what to expect. I'm entering year 3 now, and I've been in big league camp. I've been through 2 spring trainings, and I'm pretty sure that it's going to go even smoother than it did last year. Like every year, it's exciting to just get back onto a field, considering being here with a foot of snow that we have. To get outside is always exciting. The first one I really met was outside of the clubhouse, but it was Brian O'Keefe, and he never even really liked me early on because I played against him when he was with the Cardinals, and he kind of had this bad vibe with me. So he kind of kept his distance, but then more and more him and I were put in the same groups, and we were kind of forced to talk to each other, and I didn't know him from Adam, so I didn't really talk to him much either. And then, before you know it, it turned into like a really strong friendship. And then him and I went to Tacoma together in the alternate site, and it ended up where he didn't have a car, so I was taking him to the ballpark every single day. We were golfing basically every other day with each other, and now we're like super, super close, and that's definitely a guy that I'm looking forward to going down and seeing. It's definitely exciting anytime you see a jersey with your last name on it, especially if it's a professional team. Like I said before, I try not to get too high, and I just wanted to make sure that I was gonna, represent not only the Mariners but also my last name as best I could. It's gonna be a lot of the same stuff from last year though when it comes to COVID protocol and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's still the same game. So I think for me, it's just gonna be going out and focusing where I'm at right here, right now, instead of trying to find things that are different before COVID hit. I would say that we're coming in hungry. I think there's no two ways about that, just from the attitudes of all the guys that I've kind of seen just through social media and some, brief interactions with them. They're hungry. And, they were basically one game out of a playoff spot last year. And I know that this drought is kind of eating at them just because they're competitive. Every single guy on the team is competitive. And I know that we're coming in hungry and ready to play.